Welcome to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I am honored to be here and bringing you World of Wealth by Coach K. Coach K brings World of Wealth to you with conversations and insights spanning across life, legacy, and business. Coach K, welcome. So good to see you today.
Hey there, got to turn my mic on and good morning. How are you?
Doing great.
Well, thank you for that introduction. You know how we do it over here. We just like to get right into it. So let's dive right in. When we last talked, we talked about the 5 stages of your financial being. Can you recall what one of them were? Sue, there were 5 financial stages that we talked about. And the first one was, I'm struggling. Well, that's when I'm not able to meet my obligations. A little last month left over into this month. And right now, we're already behind. Do you remember the next level? Also started with an S. Tell me. This is us being financial stewards over our money. So I want to get stable. When things are stable, all of my needs are met. My obligations, they are in fact being met without concern. After things are now stable, then at solid, we're able to take vacations that are not debt fueled, is how we put it last time. And as you see, all of this leads down to you. Now, after solid, this is, I just try not to spill my coffee here. Surplus. At surplus, now I'm looking at the ability to start talking about planning. Planning for my future, planning for the legacy of my loved ones. And that means I have the ability to talk about retirement planning. I'm probably already a homeowner. At this point, I may have some investment properties. The last is service. And that led us to you being able to do things for organizations and or loved ones. And if that makes sense, go ahead and throw yes in the chat
Yeah,
because,
makes sense.
all right, so stable in the 21-day book is actually called steady because steady is at this level that when you're meeting all your debt, you're basically covering all your needs every single month. Kurt, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Good show.
So tell me, when you looked at the dynamics of the acronyms that we used last time, and I see you're traveling, so please stay safe. Keep your eyes on the road. We talked about making some adjustments to our mind. And the mind, do you recall what that acronym stood for?
I do not offhand, no.
Quite all right. And it always starts with our money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I like to do info or intelligence. What do you know about money? What do you want to know about money? Those kind of things, the information that we get you about money, how it's made, how it's saved, how it's used, how it benefits you in your life. That's the information we get to you so then you can be more informed about your money. Now, being well informed about money and how it can benefit you, your family, and your loved ones, your legacy, if you will, that allows us to then start the conversations. And that's what we want. The next letter in the surplus here is, well, we're looking for the surplus and we're looking at your needs, AKA a budget. Let's write it all down. You, my friend, are on mute. All right. So while we talk about the needs analysis, shelter, warmth, food, our ability to go back and forth, whether it be public transportation or a personal vehicle, we need to keep moving. So everything that we need needs to be covered every month. And the last one comes down to discipline. Everything we do in these next few weeks along this series is to put in new disciplines within our lives in order to take better control of our budgets. Because as we take better control of our budgets, now we're able to put the money where it is best used for our legacy because we are now better informed. And since we know that our budget is handled consistently every month, we're at least steady. And we want to walk through the process because at surplus, again, this is where we're able to do all of those things for the people and the organizations that we love. Okay. So let's go back to, as I say, let's go back to the book. We want to develop our mind. We want to talk about finances with our families. I'll tell you a story that happened this week. The young lady and I were talking about estate planning legacy and that organization that she was going to attend an event would tell her how to create generational wealth. Well, I certainly agree with any information that you can get. Go learn, please, because we need you to know what this is all about. So I shared with her this theory of ours called the theory of once. Once is a word, but once is an acronym for what all the wealthy folks that I read about, it's what they do. It's how they keep stuff in their family. It's how they grow a legacy. Now, this is you. There's a legal you with a social security number, and there's a business you, a legal you with an EIN. That's a whole nother story. I show you this because the theory of want says if I get comfortable saying, I just work here, how that works is I own nothing, but I control everything. And how I do that is with, in my idea, is it's a series of jobs. I just work here. I'll do a really quick illustration of how this works. Rockefellers and countless numbers of wealthy people have established foundations. NBC is broadcasting from the Rockefeller Plaza, and there's still a couple of hundred Rockefeller heirs that are living on the benefits of the trust, the interest in the trust. Wow, imagine that. If you're the one in your family that started this kind of generational wealth in your family, what about that? Show you how this works. This is you, whether married or not. Like we need another one. Gotta keep them handy. This is you, whether married or not. Stand on top of a big box. Inside that box, we're going to place items. One is a triangle, represents your house, your shelter. Now, whether you are renting or you're buying a property, it doesn't matter. This concept still works because if you're renting, maybe you want to buy a home someday. If you're renting, put in R. If you have a mortgage, put in M. So for homeowners, we'll put in M. This next item is the little squiggly line that looks like a dollar bill. That's all your money. Checking, savings, all your liquid cash. CDs, money market accounts, anything at your bank. It's in there. The next one is your life insurance, your retirement, your business, and any other real estate, all inside this box. This box is called Revocable Living Trust. And inside this Revocable Living Trust are all the assets. If that makes sense. That's how we get the assets into the trust. So I'll just make a slight adjustment there. Over here, your job is trustee. I work here. My job is trustee. My role, my job, is to do that which is whatever is stated in the living trust document. Now, as the original trustee of your trust, you're the person that says how everything goes. You're the one who says who gets the truck, the bracelet, the kids will, I got two boys, so I don't know. The house, what if both spouses are lost? It has happened recently. So when we think about putting things in a place of protection, that's kind of what we're really talking about. Again, it's all about protecting your stuff. Now, this strategy is set up to avoid probate. everything, everyone, the big heart underneath. These are your beneficiaries. Gotta get more pens. Your beneficiaries can be your children, your nieces and nephews, the organizations, your church, whomever you want to leave benefit of the assets of all your hard work. Sorry about that, folks. It's inside the trust. You can have benefits from your life insurance inside your trust, outlined particularly to be left, or a portion of it be left, to your favorite place of worship, or your favorite nonprofit, or support on an annual basis by encouraging others to donate to organizations like the Disability Channel, for instance. People could leave as a stated beneficiary, the Disability Channel, your organization, benefit. At that point, it brings ongoing support to help continue the work that you're doing. So we just ask people to think about, how are you building your legacy? Everywhere in childcare, adoption, foster family, group homes. These are shades of the legacy of my family in Southern California and Nevada. What will you do now to start taking action and start putting in place those disciplines to help you take control of your mind? And we know mind stands for, well, we did that. Back to the illustration, back to the theory of once. If I own nothing, my trust owns everything, then controlling everything comes in by me having a job. My job is trustee over everything in this living trust, which is everything referenced for the benefit of my beneficiary and loved ones. In doing it that way, it avoids probate. Last time we also talked about doing good. Now, doing good goes back to the individual person, my social security number, me, the natural person. I want to do good because it allows me to do better, and better is better. Because, well, see what do we have here? Try another one. Because better is better, and good is where we start with all our clients. Where we first want to get out of debt, allowing us to look at the needs analysis for you right now at the beginning of the year. No better time to start than right now. Let's take control of our finances. Let's adjust our minds to start shifting our minds around our money right now. Because the young lady that I talked about earlier, coming back to that, her legacy building workshop she's yet to attend, I took her through this illustration. She had a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old, her two sons. listening to our conversation. She said, I should have them doing this. I said, well, please throw me on speaker and hand them the pen. So I had her children illustrating the big box, explaining the house, the money, the life insurance, the retirement, the business that their mother runs, and the other properties that she owns. By the time we finished the illustration, they had a better understanding of what their parents had already done. It was really funny because I asked, do this drawing for your family. I asked, send me a photo of your drawing. And she did. But the exciting part was she sent me a text message that said, thank you, because I went and I pulled out our living trust. And this has caused my sons and I to review it. When was the last time you reviewed your living trust or your estate planning? Again, the folks that are calling, I'm just helping everywhere. Because once we form our mind around our money, once we figure out how we feel about that, how we may have felt in the past, once we get more information, what we found out when we went to learn. And that's all we're here to do. We want you to know the information. Now, coming up, we're doing a family table talk. That's all it is. We're asking you to just sit down with your family members that have an interest in legacy planning. And we'll have the network send out the link for you to get registered. It's Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That's going to be the 20th of January. And even though I'm dating this recording right now, it's important for you to get registered. It will be at no charge. We want you to see the entire presentation of how you, kind of like doing TurboTax. If you've ever filed any documents online, we're going to show you how you can start on a path to, in fact, start building your legacy. In fact, start building your family's big old box. And we'll be there to help you walk through each of the stages to ensure that we protect your stuff with and for you. And then along the journey, as we're continuing on the journey, we're already doing good. Now we understand this process of own nothing, control everything. And we just start right where we are. We just start building right where we are. There's no competition. There's none of that. Each stage is for wherever you are right now. Wherever you are right now, even if you're struggling, this information helps you to see I've got work to do. But if I start by doing good first, and I get out of debt, then that's going to move me to a place of better. And better is better. Better is always better. That's pretty much it this time, because we're going to walk through the roles you'll play in your life. You as a natural person, you as a legal person, and then how it all fits together under this theory of once, that you own nothing, but you control it by the roles you play in your life. You're the director, you're the producer, author, and if you found you needed to make changes, make changes. We want you to know how much we care. We want you to know that, again, we're asking this time that you support the network on which you're watching. Going to help you form your mind around your money, to help you build that legacy stuff for real, to show you the inside information that's really not the Wizard of Oz. Even after all the big smoke and mirror and everything, we all found that it was just a man. So we want to help bring clarity and remove the mystique around estate planning and just help get you started. Just help get you started. We'll be here along the way. I have a team of people here at the wealth management team. Everything and every one that you would need, from taxation to investment, but that's not what this is all about. What this is about is starting your plan, your family's legacy. What do you want? Let's talk it through now, when you are able to contribute to the conversation. And this is not about when you die, is another thing we're getting folks to try to understand. What if you're just incapacitated, in a car wreck, in the hospital, in a coma, 3 weeks? Who handles your bills? Who pays your rent? Or who handles getting the pet food back to the house to be sure your fur babies are fed? Just want you to think about that stuff and write it down, because it's what it says in writing that matters. I'm in the listening business. My wife is in the hearing business. They're different. But the judges are deaf. What does it say in writing? That's what matters. We want to help you with that. I'm Coach K for you, and thank you for your time this week. And as always, we're going to ask you to support the channel that you're watching this on, and make a donation to them. Help encourage others to join us next time. And we'll just continue to walk through these stages to get you on that fast start right now, so that as we look back this time next year, you'll be saying, better is better. I'm Coach K. Back to you, Sue.
All right, this is Kurt. I'm stepping in for Sue. We're teaming up today, and team, we're pulling out all the stops today because the work we do is just that important, folks. We thank you for your support to the Disability Channel. You can find the Disability Channel at thedisabilitychannel.us. And this includes the work we're doing with the World Ability Podcast Network Digital Ventures, where we teach others how to do what we do. So we're all in the field of education, sharing our skills and knowledge. It's all about lifestyle development, folks, and to make a better life, improve our business, build that legacy. So Coach K, we really enjoy teaming up with you. And I got the feeling we're just getting started with what we're doing here, one step at a time. And it is Thrive 2025. Again, I'm Kurt Roskoff, aka Special K, hoping we did brighten up your day right here with Coach K. All right, we're back to you out there in the audience. Now it's your turn. Thanks for being here. And if you do want to contact me, I am available phone and text 262-372-1754, and my email Kurt KURT at spiritofthegame.org. That's all for now, folks. We're looking forward to Monday with that event, and then the next live stream right here with Coach K. Bye for now.
Thank you, everybody. Please check your emails in the next 24 hours. The link to Monday, you don't want to miss it.